welcome to the Team Lawson channel. I'm Theresa.
I'm Mike.
And we're millennials and we're making it. On our channel, we discuss all things that meet within the intersection of millennial marriage and special needs parenting.
We want to create a community that's both inclusive and encouraging.
So go ahead and hit that subscription button and help us reach our goal of making it to 1,000 subscribers before we reach our anniversary.
Also, don't forget to smash that like button so you can let the algorithm know you think we are awesome.
So, as I turn the volume on my phone down, we're going to talk about creating and maintaining intimacy as special needs parents. Married couples maintaining intimacy over long-term hard. Married couples maintaining intimacy over long-term with children harder. Married couples maintaining intimacy over long-term with children plus special needs amazingly hard. And so we have found that we have to make it a point to maintain that intimacy. It's not just going to happen. Some of the standard things that you would do aren't enough, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay. So you want to go first?
Ladies first.
No, I talk too much.
You talk.
I do. I recognize in the videos I talk entirely too much and I'm letting you talk.
All right, so one of the things that you can do to maintain intimacy as special needs parents, plan.
Mm-hmm.
Come up with a date, a time, and a plan to go on dates, to have adult time.
That's appropriate. Go ahead. We know what adult time is. Go ahead.
Okay, to have adult time and, to be able to spend time with each other. If not, like I said, not spending time with each other, having, time for each other, that could be dangerous.
What do you do if you plan and it doesn't happen?
Look, you need to get with your partner and y'all need to reschedule. That's what we're rescheduling for, communication.
Like, the intimacy that we create together is a part of the plan that we can't back out of if we want our marriage to work long term. And so, there are canceled appointments. No, you can reschedule. We can talk about it. That's another thing that we do. We talk about intimacy on all levels and all facets constantly. We're sending each other articles about marriage building and team building and parenting and parent time, adult time. We are talking about how we feel. We're over communicating. If I'd have known that we would have had to talk so much about the love that we share with each other on a regular basis, I probably would not have been so eager to get married. I would still marry you. I wouldn't have been so eager to do it because talking through feelings and emotions is not something that I'm the best with, and it requires constant over communication. How are you feeling? And then offering up information that you know that your partner is not going to want to hear. I'm tired. I don't feel like it. I don't like it when you do this. I wish you would do more of this. That's all part of it. And saying it and receiving it is not easy. I don't like to hear when Mike says, I don't like it when you do that. Because I think I'm perfect.
She got her nice hair done, boy. Man, let me tell you. Y'all notice that?
It's cute, too. It's not a wig, it's my hair. And it's not thin. I just have an undercut. And so this has to grow in. But, yeah.
Shout out to, I don't know if I can say her name. I'm going to say it anyway. Shout out to Desiree. Look, I need to talk to you.
Did you bring out the camera?
I need to talk to you.
Stop. Mine look good. I don't care what you say. It look good?
I need to talk to you.
Do you like it?
I love it, but I need to talk to you.
I have been maddening and sickening. Another thing, and this is something that I don't think we do as good. Fibro brain. I was just thinking about this. Hold on. I forgot all this. Wait, that's not helping. Oh, okay. Another thing that this happens all the time where I have to like stop my brain. But another thing that I think we had to get accustomed to as a couple, especially coming from a very religious background, is that we were not prepared for intimacy, both physical and emotional. And so there's a lot of work that we have to do around physical and emotional health and intimacy. A lot of knowledge that we had to build. I'm in counseling, he needs to be, and we need to be. But also, there are some ideas around emotions and sex, whatever we have to say, that are just wrong. They are generationally wrong. They're spiritually wrong. And they're like, what? What?
The way you just tried to clean that up.
Sorry. But like, we had some really bad ideas about what sex was supposed to be, what intimacy was supposed to be, what emotional health in a marriage was supposed to look like. And we are still peeling back those layers and getting more comfortable being like, hey, this is not working for us. It is not serving the purpose of bringing us together closer as a married couple. Could this be wrong? Do we need to change and kind of flip this up? Like, and that has been, I think, a little bit easier for me because I have been going through a whole deconstruction, emotional transformation, spiritual healing process for the past 3 or 4 years that I had to because my emotional health had gotten in such a rocky place. I think Michael, just in general, is a little more emotionally stable than I am. He doesn't deal with some of the issues and anxiety, so he hasn't had to intentionally dive into that work. And so when I bring up stuff to him like that, sometimes it's a little uncomfortable for him to look at stuff and be like, hey, this is what I believe my whole life, or this is what I've been taught about marriage and relationships, but it might be wrong. What do you think about that?
No, I don't disagree with that. I mean, no, that's a fact. Some things, just because, somebody taught something to you, do your own research, do your own homework.
I remember thinking, y'all probably seen it, but there's a, not really, but it's fine.
Okay.
There is this reel going around with the audio, talking about the etymology of the phrase of jack of all trades, and extending the quote to include the all thing, the whole phrase. Because I've always been taught you don't want to be a jack of all trades, A jack of...
No, you want. I wouldn't mind being a jack of all trades. I just want to master it all. I don't want to be a jack of all trades. So here, see. So the saying that we're always quoted is a jack of all trades is a master of none, right? But the entire quote is a jack of all trades is a master of none. But no, jack of all trades, but a master of none.
You making me forget? Stop. A jack of all trades is a master, but a master of none is still something than a master of one. So basically, the same, I can't remember.
I never heard that.
But that's the entire quote. And so basically, what the quote was trying to get across is, being a jack of all trades means that you can't master everything, but it's still better than just trying to master one thing. And so we take that quote, oh, he's a jack of all trades. That's not bad, but we use it as something bad. Being a jack of all trades is what you're going to have to be if you're going to be a successful adult. Like, you're not going to be able just to focus on mastering one thing. What?
No, go ahead. We'll talk about it later.
Why you keep laughing at me? What?
Go ahead. We'll talk about it later.
Anyway, so like us just confronting some of the ideologies that we have, and looking at like what's not working and being able to be like, no, that's not working. It's okay. It's not working, and we can do something else, and it'd be fine. And us not go to hell, and us not be total denigrates, and us not ruin the lives of our child. Like, us trying our best to excel at marriage and loving each other is a good thing. Full stop.
Yeah.
Anything else? That would be helpful?
No, I think that was my main point. Like, just plan, schedule, communicate.
And, unearth those things that are not working for you. I know what we can do. How are we doing working together as a team? We haven't done that in a while. One thing I'm doing good, one thing I'm not doing good.
One thing you're doing good, have fixed. You feeling yourself.
And it all it takes is a good haircut. Like, it was so funny because I'm getting my haircut, and like I was a little bit nervous because Desiree, just by nature, is very sweet. She's not like braggadocious, whatever.
Man, I need to talk to you.
Just by nature, so she's cutting my hair, and she like is over asking me questions. She texted me the day before, and like I'm sending her pictures, and she's and when I get there, she's still asking me questions, and like she's like pulling in the back of me, and I'm like yeah, and so she's cutting, and she's silent, and she's working, and she's like, I didn't realize what she was doing, but like she kept. What is she doing? Is she messing? What's happening? And then like she stops, and she was like, before I keep going, do you want the layers to go a little bit higher? Because you can't tell right now in the back because I don't have a curl. But like, you want the layers to go higher in the back? And I look up in the mirror, and I'm like, on the inside, I'm like, oh, girl, my hair looks so good. I didn't do it out loud though. But yeah, it was a wonderful experience. She did such a good job. She did exactly what I wanted. I wanted to grow out to a bit longer, like to be right here. But like, I was so nervous. My expectations were so low because I jacked up my haircut. Like, you've seen my curly hair, and I wear it curly most of the time.
Oh, Lord.
That's the alarm. We did hear that song. But I wear it curly most of the time because it's easier to hide the imperfections in the cut. I just needed to get most of the hair off my head so I could manage it. And she was able to, like, first of all, it grew out a whole lot more than the last time I straightened it. So she had a little more work with. But yeah, I was super proud. And I'm going to be sickening as long as my hair. Sickening! Do you hear me? Sickening! Sorry. Go ahead.
Z-bars. But the bad thing is you should have been feeling yourself. I tell you every time you had to get your hairdo. Yeah. See, self-conscious.
I have been very self-conscious. I've been really down on my body, especially.
Let me ask you a question.
Huh?
Your hairline receding like mine?
But you're a guy.
I said, is your hairline?
You can be bald.
So what you self-conscious about? Girl, you look good. You're fine. You got nice grays growing in there and everything.
I know. You can see my grays better when it's straight.
I heard it, but we got stuff to do.
Okay,
and so out the way.
So we're doing well. You are doing so well at the whole partnership team thing. We have these routines and schedules and cleaning and all the goals. You've been doing so great at getting on board with all of that. What I want you to do better with is not just getting on board, but initiating. And so with most of, I don't know if it's just, I don't know what it is, but like, it seems like every day, like you do all of the things, but you're waiting for me to say, okay, let's get started to do them.
No.
And you have no problem with it. Well, why aren't you doing them? Like, it seems like every night I'm like, okay, baby, let's start the bedtime routine.
Because I'll be like this. I don't feel like it.
Okay, but Michael, here's the thing. I don't feel like it either, and I don't want to ever feel like I'm your mother.
Man, you ain't been doing that all the time. No,
I do.
No, some days I do it every
night.
No, you do not.
I do.
No, because it's been nice. This week and last week, I took Mason on my own initiative.
And when you do it on your own, it's later than I would like it to happen.
Look, I'm tired too.
I understand. I understand.
I go to work and come home, and I'm not knocking you.
You just did. You just did as if, because it took a whole federal court to tell you men folks that housework is work.
Let me speak my piece. You let me speak my piece. Because you actually interviewed me. I ain't actually interviewed. No, I'm just kidding. But no, I'm just saying, working 12-hour job, the railroad. Man, and then coming home and doing it's hard. I mean, I'm not knocking your job.
I'm never saying
because a mother's job never stops.
But here's the thing, Michael. I've never said it's not hard. Mm-hmm. What I'm saying is, even though it's hard, I want you to initiate. I want you to look at the clock and be like, "Hey, it's 6:00, babe. You go take your shower. I'm gonna take mine when you get out.
I can't go first.
Or I'm going to go take my shower, you take yours when I get out, and then we'll start Macy's bedtime. Or we'll clean up before we have to put Macy in the bed. We have to give Macy her gummies at 7:30. I want you to tell me, babe, it's 7:15. Don't forget to give Macy her gummies and stuff so she can be asleep by the time she goes to bed. Like, I want you to be the me sometimes, so I don't have to be me and on all the time. I think that's what I'm trying to tell you. I want you to take the lead role in initiating the schedules and routines that we set up to make our life successful, so I don't feel like I'm nagging you all the time, because that is the worst feeling. Because most of the time when I tell you, hey babe, let's do that, you respond like a teenage son to a mother who's telling him to go take out the trash. And that's at least what it feels like. And it's just like, I don't want to be that to my husband. That's not sexy. What?
Okay.
Thank you. Have a kiss.
All right, y'all. So.
Can I have a kiss? I want lips. I want lips.
Girl, come on here so we got something to do now.
Oh!
All right, y'all. Don't forget to share this video. Smash that like button if you haven't. Tell your friends about us.
Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.
God bless you.